Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings, all. Hopefully, this is recording the audio. Yeah, looks good. Okay, I'm wanting to do this for a while. I was going to do it last night. I was too tired. It's been a long week. Man, I've been so worn out because of work, because of other situations I can't go into. But yeah, sleeping has been not easy recently. So, reason for this is how to connect to your guides. Now, it's going to be beginning, just a quick run through. I'll do others where I'll channel other the Prime Creator and other beings to make this more clear. It's different for everybody. Now, for me, how I did it, I don't remember. I can't remember how exactly it went. When I realized I can do all the psychic stuff, it's like, what am I doing? Um, Everybody's psychic. Everybody's an empath. Everybody's everything. Everybody has abilities, different abilities, more sharper than others because you've over time developed them. So there's telepathy, telekinesis. There's more than that. There's a lot more than that. Just like the X-Men, how they have their different powers, we all have our own. It's just we're sliced out of all of that. But we are reconnecting. And understand, when you say you don't have the power, it means you're limiting yourself. It means you can't do anything. You're limiting yourself. So don't limit yourself anymore. Just let yourself be who you are. Let all that down, all your belief systems, just get rid of them. All of them. What I do is I allow everything. I think everything exists. Everything. A talking tomato, a transformer from those cartoons. I don't want to get involved with that, but you know what I mean? It's like everything has a place in some reality. What does this have to do with anything with your guides? Well, it's a big problem. What I've seen is like belief systems. Even with a spiritual community, your belief systems limits you. I know it's a tough one because I think everything exists. So you have every type of alien you can imagine exists, or any type of angel exists also. Because the minute you say that doesn't exist, you're limiting yourself. So say, oh, Elohim do not give infusions and stuff like that. It's not true. Some might, some do. So, as for connecting to your guides, one way is I found a meditation. I think it was a Sylvia Browne meditation. And that was another thing I was going to go into. I have Sylvia Browne's energy around me every once in a while as a guide. I haven't mentioned that very often. Because, it's another thing. I fired most of my guides, so now I have new ones. And you can do that too. I know it's great. So I might be the worst person to be telling you how to connect to your guides. But your guides can always sometimes be the worst thing that ever happened to you, and sometimes the best. I've had one girl I knew that she did a meditation. Her guide was apologizing what a terrible job he was doing. So, I know I keep digressing. But for what I did, I don't remember when it was when I did it. Doesn't really matter. I remember, it was a Sylvia Browne meditation. You just lay down, you relax, and it walks you through. You can find any type of meditation online to connect to your guides, whatever that works for you. And one of the things was they take you to a meadow, walk you through the meadow. You see a being, it's humanoid. If you want them to be humanoid, don't have to be. It can be whatever you want. But you want to see your guide, so your guide will appear. And it'll appear however they want to appear. They might appear as a tree. That's a joke to certain individuals, but that's not a joke actually either. They can appear as ever they want, or however you feel comfortable with. It's like, I don't feel comfortable with this. Can you change your form? You can always do that too. And you ask them to touch you, and they will. Now, I've known for where you have little energy touches here and there. I've had that forever. I've had it where I actually moved, where I got hit so hard. So you'll have to figure that one out on your own, how that works. I haven't had many recently, but usually it's an indication that it's an answer to a question or something like that. But you ask your guide to come through. Mostly meditation is the best way to connect to your guide. Just to visualize your guide, ask your guide to appear, and you will get used to it. Now, those are many who have problems doing meditations. You'll find your other way during your waking state. Just ask your guide to say something to you. And now you feel like it's your thoughts that are coming through. Usually my main guide is over here. Main guide used to be named Ulysses, but I fired him. Well, actually, he got taken away. He was very extremely negative. I never cared much for him either. Never cared much for him. Never a fan. Just dealt with it. Now, if you have a problem with your guide, tell him I'm not going to. I know I've had that, but I don't want to talk to you. I want you to go away. Someone else will come in, like an Indian usually, because they're very spiritual, and they connect to this world. Apollo came through, and Ulysses got kicked out. I don't always see him, but Ulysses is way over here. I could care less he isn't even around anymore. But Apollo is white, like very white, powder skin type, bald usually. I don't know a whole lot about him actually. I don't really, like I said, I'm like the worst person to tell you how to connect to your guides. But anyway, because when he came in, Ulysses got sent away. So I thought that was really cool. It happened at the grocery store too. Very strange. But the way to connect to your guides, meditation. Best that you are comfortable, and like I said, if you can't do meditation, you can't do it. There are other ways of doing it. Just ask for your guides to start talking to you. I don't know what to say. I don't know if find nature, go into nature, and ask your guides to start talking to you. I don't know what. Those that can't do meditation, I don't know what. There are ways of doing it, but there are also alternatives. Just ask your guides to. Now you think it's your thoughts, and it's not. It's no. Like Apollo's over here, Sylvia's over here, and I just ask them a question, and they just start speaking. Give yourself time. That's what I've been told. I know, it's like I'm the worst person. Like here, I'm connected to Sylvia Brown. Like great, yeah, she's like well loved. Well, she's trying to make up for herself, make up for a lot of her issues. Yeah, she had a lot of ego. I think I channeled that a while ago, but made a lot of mistakes, but helped a lot of people also. So nobody's perfect. And the fame got to her head, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just kind of making up for a lot of this. And for me, leaving the door open for someone like that to come through, because part of a lot of which a friend of mine mentioned her, that helped me connect and not have no idea I can do this myself. Now knowing I can do readings and all that came out when I was 30. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Like what, 31 or something? I forgot what you're old. But as for connecting your guides, now how to fire them is a little bit more difficult. Sometimes some find it very easy. I had, like Ulysses, I always had issues with. So the Indian came through. Those of you that don't have issues with their guides, you are a blessing. The rest of us have to deal with what we get. We get like the bottom of the barrel. I'm not sure what's going on over there sometimes. That's a terrible thing to say, but it's true. But if you're like Ulysses is usually negative towards me to a certain degree. It's just I just never cared much for him. So I'm pretty much God is gone. But as for like Apollo, Sylvia, and I have Gabrielle. Gabrielle shows up every once in a while. You just feel their essence usually. And like Gabrielle is very blonde, beautiful, kind of like angel looking to some degree. But yeah, meditation, some sort of gems like crystals. This is citrine, I believe. But you can find different. I have selenite. I have a selenite. Sometimes this stuff helps to connect to. Selenite's for clearing out negativity. So I have some other stones here also. That might help you connect. Water helps sometimes. Just what works for you. Just everybody's different. Connecting your guides is very important. It's how we're going to move an ascension problem. Ascension. And I was like, I don't know my guides' names. Well, if you don't know, give them a name. Whatever feels right for you. There's no wrong answer. Give your guide whatever name is like, okay, you're my guide. I'm going to call you this. You don't have to ask them. Just tell them. That simple. it takes a while to talk to them. Like I said, meditation's the easiest. As you get used to it over time, you will hear them more clearly. Like I don't even connect to my guides that much. I connect to more of God and Yeshua and Grays and play. You know what I mean? The list just keeps on going. So my guides are kind of here, but yeah, I kind of connect with them. But it's like, man, I already. It's like you guys need to take a number. But connecting to your body, that doesn't mean I'm not connected to my guides. And another thing to know how to be guided, like, am I going in the right direction? Follow your instincts, which is very difficult. Follow your feelings. Some people will say, oh, I'm following my feelings, but it's taking me in the wrong direction. Well, sometimes that's a test. I had a desert period that was maybe 10 years long of no events, nothing happening. 10 years of just because I went to a psychic that was called Z, a tarot card reader. She connected to her guy named Z. It's like, okay, I'm ready to get going. Let's go. No, you have to wait. I had no idea what I was waiting for, but I have to wait. I didn't know I was waiting for this. Yeah, this did not have any clue at all. My guy, like I said, everything was quiet. Now, here, I'll give you an example. In 2013, yeah, the end of, hopefully I don't hear that now. Love this neighborhood. Everybody has power tools. I'll make this real quick. That really ruins my concentration too, but anyway. In the end of 2013, I felt Gabrielle and probably Ulysses also said I need to do psychic work professionally. I just went with it. It's like, okay. Because like nothing else is working I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do online stuff. Nothing's working. It's okay. I'll go ahead and do that. I think I've said this story before, maybe not. So I look all over the place. I found a meetup online here in Tampa that has a psychic circle. I went to that. Of course, they had their schedules all wrong because the guy doesn't know anything. Supposed mentor, didn't really know how to have organization. But I went to the psychic circle. It said I'm a good reader. It's like, what are you talking about? Like a psychic reader is like, what the fuck are you talking about? So anyway, it's I'm a good reader and all that. It's like I'm still scratching my head during that. But so when you had future circles, I would be called on to read certain people. So it was very, very bizarre. It's like I never saw myself doing this stuff ever. It's like everything I've tried has been failure after failure and this and that. And now I'm doing this. It's like, what the fuck? So sometimes you just gotta wait. But as for connecting your guides, meditation. Now you can always connect to your guides. Always. You might not like doing it. Well, then connect to your angels. Then. If your guides have a problem, like an issue, firing is another story. It takes longer to do. You connect to your angels. Connect to Michael, Gabriel, or there's several angels. You call them whatever you want. There's always angels around. Oh, that was another thing. Very, very important. Of course, that's main thing is like I'll give it, it's great. Say you want to make a change, like fire your guides and all that. I recommend adding light to you. Surround yourself with light. Now, when you're more open to your guides, dark entities will take advantage of that because you don't know what the hell you're doing. So they know that. So you're trying to do this and that. They will take advantage. I know I've had it happen. So like firing my guides, it's like I didn't like my guides. Like I want somebody else here. When you do that, surround yourself with white light. Ask for the angels. Archangel Michael is perfect. Even Michael. Another thing about these archangels, you can have a conversation with them too. Just don't call them in. You can even talk to them also. You don't have to do it right there, but they have personalities and all that too. As you can tell through the channelings, you can have a conversation with any of these angels, any of them, even your guardian angels, whoever you feel comfortable connecting with. So like connecting your guides is not 100% you have to do it. It would help to know who they are. And now how do you know they are? Just, like I said, name them. Just that simple. One other thing, okay, scenario. When I first got into this whole tarot card reader, I got to know, and I'm learning that this is like in 2011. I'm learning like how to get rid of, like how to throw out your guides and bring in another one. I saw this on YouTube. It's like, oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna give that a shot. When you do that, surround yourself with light, because I didn't do that. When I did that, it's like, okay, I allow another guide to come in. A dark entity came in instead. And I had no idea who that was. I thought it was from, oh, what is it? Romania or something like that. As a male, I felt them around. It was dark. It's like, okay, you're just from Romania. You're just dark. No big deal. Never, like I said, having no clue what the hell I'm doing. And then eventually I heard it speak. It wasn't positive at all. I mean, it spoke, but was very quiet. When it spoke again, it sounded like a creature. I'm not gonna say what it said, but it was pretty. Anyway, how I got rid of them is that when I'm meditations, I always light a candle and visualize. How I got rid of them is you visualize. You go into meditation, you clear out all the stuff of the day, all the negativity. You let it out. You'll surround yourself with white light. You want to clear. Usually it's water. This is my meditation. You see clear water coming through you and cleansing your body. Surround yourself with white light. What I did is I visualized the darkness and sun light into it. It was gone after that. Yeah, you just surround your whole body and what's around you with light, and you will go. Now, that's easier said than done. I've had it happen twice. Well, apparently I've had a dark entity attached to me since I was a kid. And this one was a little bit more sophisticated. And my mentor saw it. He mentioned it finally. He finally saw it. Of course, he's an arrogant little. I'm not going to go into details. Like I said, people in this community, some are really just, like my mentor, nicest guy in the world, the biggest ego on the planet. Not a fun person to deal with. Not really. Not really. Has a lot of drama issues, creates drama, a lot of negativity. I'm not going to go into detail. But still a nice person to a certain degree. But he discovered it finally because I had no idea. It's like, I'm a student. I don't know anything. And that's the thing when you go into this, you have no idea. Now, why I got that, now I'm not the only one that's had that. Many of others have had it too. And once I found out it was there, I just did a meditation with a candle, saw it. Now, because you have to identify what it is to let it go. That's not easier to say. I was scared after that. It's like, geez, now I'm like, what else you got out there? It's like, geez. And when I got rid of him, this thing's been around. I mean, I felt it. It was around since I was like a little kid. It was just like it was like a parent to me. It's gone now. But I've talked to other psychics about it, and it's like they can see him standing outside just trying to get back. It's like, not anymore. But that was it's scary stuff, man. I was terrified after that. It's like, geez. And after that, after I got rid of that, man, a lot of changes. I connect easier. And that was another thing of sea salt. I use it's called Zuck Bar, something like that. Sea salt. It's a bar. It's soap. It's like $4, $5. That's what I use for sea salt. Is very good to clear out negative energy also. And I use that all the time. Now you can do sea salt however you want. I do it every day. That helps also. Man, let me tell you, after doing that, that was a very strange time. That was back in 2014. Very strange time. I think it was 2014. Yeah, it was around that. It was so bizarre. So after I got rid of all of that, so yeah, in the end of 2014, I started to channel. Beginning of 2015. Started to do the channeling, so it's very, very bizarre. Yeah, it's been so. I know how now I have my gods closer to me. I have angels closer to me. I'm not worried about any of that anymore. But yeah, when you're a newbie, yeah, you can attract all kinds of stuff because I'm your guide, and it ends up being a 5-headed wizard or something like that. I'm serious. I mean, it's just like it's crazy stuff. So, like I said, when you're doing this stuff, surround yourself with Michael or God, Yeshua. it is true that some reptilians use when you pray to. I always pray to God. Well, usually God, but yeah, there's some say that when you pray to Yeshua, you pray to the reptilians. I wouldn't be too surprised. I always just pray to the source. It's just because Yeshua is pretty much still one of us, but God's a different story. So always thank God. Always thank for all the things I have, what I need, and things like that. Also, so that pretty much sums it up for the most part. I'll go into more details. I'll channel with somebody. I want to put this out there because this is very important. But connecting your guides will help you help. Now, those that are not interested in anything like this, of spirituality, they're not connected to their guides at all. And those that are connected to spirituality are still not connected to their guides at all. They don't know how to do it. It's very, very simple to do if you want to put it out there. Give yourself time. Don't put it as a mystery. Put it as, I will know. I already know. Just go by what you feel. I already know. Instead of, I'm not sure, I already know. It's easier for that. When you say, I don't know, yeah, it's not helping you. But you say, just go by what you feel or what you want. Who cares? Don't worry about it. It can be, I'm being serious too. The guy who created Kentucky Fried Chicken, if you want him to be your guide, I imagine he's on the other side right now. I'll be more than likely to assist you. I'm serious. What makes you feel better? Instead of having, I'm not sure, it's better to be sure about it. Like, I'm sure who's around me. In the beginning, when you get used to this, you're not sure. Such as Howard Hughes came around. I wasn't sure, but now it's best to be sure. Now I've been doing this for a while, so I'm used to it. But the same as you out there. When you get new, when this is all new to you, it's like, I'm not sure. It's best to just say, screw that. I'm just going to say how it is, how I feel, and just go with that. If you have a feeling of who's around you, Martin Luther King, wherever, just say yes. Like I said, with the light around you will help when you're moving things around. Even when you're connecting your guide, maybe it's good to surround yourself with white light that you know who you're talking to. Now, I'm pretty used to it now, so sometimes I do have beings talk to me, and sometimes I identify them, sometimes I don't. But usually if it's a positive message, I'm not worried about it. I do have reptilians that come up to me and thank me and stuff like that, and that's pretty funny. Trust me, they do. It's pretty funny. Especially after that clone channel I did. That was interesting. So, I know that was a lot, hopefully this helps a lot of people. But like I said, if you put more into stuff like, I know who's around me, and just go by what you feel is right, because you are right. Don't worry about it. But connecting your guides, like I said, the way I connect to mine, I just sort of connect. And you can hear them. You think it's your thoughts, but it's not. Same with Gabriel. As for psychic powers, you'll get used to it. It will develop over time. Use candles, use stones, clear your house with light. There are other methods, obviously, but there's no reason why light workers have to be a small population. It should be a world population. And knowing about your guides used to be part of our society, not anymore. For good reason. Now, most that are skeptical of all of this have no idea they have guides and angels and all that. They don't see them. Totally disconnected, total third density. And that's great and everything, but that's not going to help our ascension. That's not going to help us become more positive, for a world to be more positive. So, it's a lot of work, but I don't know. It's just belief systems and all that. Why wouldn't you want to connect to your guides and how powerful you truly are instead of going home and watching Netflix for 5 hours? And say you can get to know yourself and what is around you. I'm not saying I'm always connected with things. Sometimes I need to step away from the spirit world and just watch YouTube that has nothing to do with any of this. Sometimes helps me just disconnect from it, because sometimes it comes overload. So sometimes it's just overload. You need to diverse to something that's different. So yeah, I'm not alien 24 hours a day. Or yeah, there's only so much I can handle either. I have to take breaks also. So but connecting your guides is very important. So instead of just having, I'm not sure, just I know, who's around me, and work with that. So hopefully that was helpful. This went longer than I thought, but still, hopefully, it's very informative. Blessings all. More to come. Also, I'll go into more details on certain things. I'll channel Yeshua and other beings. Also, hopefully, I'll assist because connecting with their guides is number one of everything. Connecting aliens all you want, but this world is more populate is the population in our world connects to their guides. Less negativity, more spirituality. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a while because most people are not connected to their guides and wish rather not. And somewhere, as that gunman with that girl, that was a lot of negative entities that were attached to him. Oh yes, definitely. They were feeding on to his negativity and sort of brainwashed him in many ways also. But he didn't have. I would say that gunman got. He meant well, but he got obsessed, and then the other entities grabbed onto him, and his mind kind of went south, and he just became somebody else. I don't think it was really. He was always unstable, so it's. I don't know who this person is, but I just want to put that out there anyway. But so when you connect to the light, you will see the dark, but not to worry about it. But yeah, that's another thing too, and it's, once you get used to all this, it becomes not a big deal, but. So anyway, blessings all, much love. Hopefully I help somebody.